Okay guys, just wanted to do a video on these Rigid Radiance Pod XLs. I'm going to be replacing my D-Series Midnight Edition or Midnight Series spots that I have from Rigid right now. I just wanted something with a little more spread out pattern. The spots are awesome. I've been using them for ditch lights on my 4Runner for a while now, and we're going to be putting these in their place. So I just wanted to unbox them for you and kind of give you a comparison and just show you what they're about. There's not a lot of videos out there for them right now, or I've only seen one, so I thought I'd give some more information out on this video. So we're just gonna get into it. I'm just gonna unbox these and then we're gonna mount them up. So I got the amber backlit version. I think they have blue, red, white, and amber. So I wanted the amber so I could have them on with my park lamps and be street legal and everything. So we'll get after it here. So first thing you can see is they're pretty big. All right. Give you some dimensions here just a second. Okay, looks like they're just shy of 4 inches. About 3 7/8 square, and depth wise they are just over 3 1/4, about 3 3/8 depth. You can see they got some pretty substantial heat sinks on the back, and then you got your plug here. You got your 3 pins. Looks like got one to run your ground, your power, and then probably your backlit ambers. Okay. The other light. Looks like got a pamphlet in here, just some information and warranty stuff. The normal sticker pack. Looks like they sent a harness. I don't need the harness. I already have a harness in the 4Runner, so I will keep this for something else. And then looks like we got the mounting equipment. Kind of wish these were black to match the housing on the lights. I don't know why they're not. They feel solid though. So we'll get those, use that when we mount up. And then the pigtails for the lights. So this is something else I noticed on some other Rigid stuff lately. So I already have the Rigid harness in the car, and it has the Deutsch connectors that go from the light to the actual harness. My Midnight series that I have now have that connector, and these don't. They're just a pigtail. That's fairly annoying. I don't really want to have to cut the wires off or cut the connectors off of my harness in my vehicle already. Anybody from Rigid's watching this, maybe make that an option, because that's pretty frustrating. And then it looks like there's some fuses and some butt connectors in here. Quite an array of fuses. I'm not sure why that is, but again, I won't be using any of that because I already have mine in there. So, or I already have my wiring all set up. So I'm just gonna kind of give you now a comparison of these up against the ones I have now. And we'll get going from there. All right, so I'm gonna try to make this as close as I can to compare. Just have a kind of a dark building here in my neighborhood. I'm gonna shine the lights on. So this is before, with the Midnight D-Series spots from Rigid, and this is what they look like. So that's just them by themselves. Okay, I'm just gonna turn on the Rigid, the original Rigid D-Series spots by themselves, and just do a real quick pass down this road. So headlights off, and these are just the spots. This way we can compare them to the new XL Radiance pods. As you can see, I have them aimed off into ditches on both sides, so really nothing down the middle. Should give us a pretty good comparison. Okay, just gonna kind of show you how these compare to the ones I already have. So you can kind of see they're quite a bit bigger, quite a bit larger footprint, and not too much deeper comparatively. Not bad. So we'll see how they mount up though here. And you can see, well, I was kind of disappointed. These actually have a black bracket, and I wish they would fit. If it fit, I'd probably reuse that bracket, just because I like that it's already black powder coated and it matches the ditch light brackets I have here from Rago Fabrication. It all kind of blended in before, so I may look at getting those powder coated, I suppose. So this is what I was talking about. The lights I have now have the actual connector to go right up against or right up into the harness I have. So the new ones just have that pigtail. All right, the new brackets comes with a little larger hardware than my old one. So I don't want to use the small stuff from the old one, so I'm going to use the new. You can see it's stainless steel, it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to shorten this bolt up like I did this one. So I'm just going to get my grinder out real quick and chop that shorter. Okay, man, I gotta say, Rigid, I wish you'd have made these black. It's really bugging me. You might keep in mind, they don't send any Allen wrenches or anything with these, but they do have Allen heads on their cap screws, so. And I don't mean to keep complaining, but there's a lot of stuff I like better about the D-series I had. I liked that the bracket was on the inside of the light and hidden. It had a spot to hold the nut so you didn't have to back it up when you're tightening it. I know I'm just, sounds like I'm complaining the whole time here, but for what they cost, I thought, you know, it seems like there should be some other things done. All right, just so you guys can have a comparison here. Sorry, my camera shut off on me. Just to see how I was kind of complaining about some of the stuff. Having the hardware on the outside, having the nuts, the lock nuts out here, I don't really like compared to the old ones I had, the D-series. The bracket and everything's hidden inside the light, as you can see. And there's just a cap head screw on each side with an Allen wrench that you can tighten up if you need to on the trail. And then the hardware is contained inside, so you don't have to back it with a wrench, it won't spin. You can see the nut in there. And then also, just this looks really clean to me on the old one, where the pigtail ties into the light. This is the new one where it plugs into the light, and you can just see all the wires are exposed. Just little things like that for the money you pay, you kind of don't want to see. Now, I originally didn't plan on this being me complaining video. It was just going to be the install and comparison, because I really like the lights. I just think some of this stuff as I'm going, I didn't really pay attention to when I was buying them, or I didn't know about, because you can't really see this stuff. Yeah, see, that just, to me, doesn't look very clean in my opinion, but okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about on the inside here as well. Okay, now had the connector on it like the other lights I've gotten from Rigid, I could have just plugged right into my Rigid harness here with the Deutsch connector, but it doesn't, so I'm going to have to do something with that. And just so you guys can kind of see, I have all this stuff on a relay here. This is for my lights down here, the relay, and I have a little fuse block here to run the lights and an amp and stuff I have inside. So I'm going to go ahead and finish hooking these up so I can finish the video here and stop complaining, guys. I'm sorry. After spending the money on something like that, you just kind of have some little things I want to pick apart. But let me get the rest of this hooked up and we'll do a light comparison here. Okay, guys, I got the new Radiance XLs on the left and the old D-series spots on the right, and I'm going to go and turn them on for you. So you can see the Radiance XL is supposed to be kind of a hybrid spot and flood, but it seems to me almost more like a spot. It's really concentrated in the center. It's not really broadcasting out too far, and that the D-series on the right, you know, to me in here it just looks the light's a little more white also. The The XL on the left seems a little more yellow to me. This is the amber backlighting in the dark. It's pretty dark here anyways, but again, the video makes it look a lot more vivid than it really is. It does look cool, I'll give him that. This is kind of what you get. So just wanted to give you that shot real quick. Okay guys, again, left is the Radiance XL and the right is the D series spot. No headlights. You see the spot actually has a little bit larger pattern. I'm gonna go out and adjust this left one down a little bit and see if I can kind of match a little closer. And I am centered in the road here, just so we can get a kind of a fair comparison. I'd say that's about as close as I can get them to being about the same height. So not a huge, I mean, you can see the XL on the left is definitely more of like a beam in the middle than what you would think, since it's not technically a spotlight. So either way guys, I'm done with this video. I just thought I'd give you guys a quick view of what we're looking at before I box these things back up. So hope this helps some guys out. I don't want to bag on Rigid. I mean, I've always been happy with their lights. They're bright. They warranty them. They're usually a pretty good looking light. So I'll leave it at that and let you guys make your own decision. So okay guys, so in recap here, I'm gonna be selling these lights. I end up putting my old D series back on. I just like them way better. I like the pattern better. They seem brighter. One of the big things too I noticed with these lights is when I'd hit bumps, the beam pattern would shake. This light's really big compared to this light, and I think this bracket, just being aluminum and being a little more thin, this light would vibrate, and I had it sucked down as tight as I could get it on here. This light doesn't vibrate at all on here, and I don't know, if it's just because of the size difference on top of these ditch light brackets, but that was bugging me too. And I did powder coat these. I was planning on keeping them, so I had a buddy of mine powder coat them. He did an awesome job on it. They look way better with powder coating on them compared to the aluminum factory look. And I did get a hold of Rigid to see if they would swap me out lights, because the place I bought them from wouldn't take them back after they've been installed, which I understand. I got a hold of Rigid to see if they would actually exchange me these for an equivalent price light from their site, just because I wasn't happy with them, and they said they wouldn't do that. They told me I could send these in and pay a fee and have different optics put in them. For what these cost, I'm not doing that. These were $370 compared to these being around $200. I just not happy with them, so I'm sorry. Hope this helps some people out. And again, this is just my opinion, and I know this is a really long video, but I was trying to be thorough here. Yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you wouldn't mind, check out some of my other videos. I'd appreciate it. And if you have any comments on this too, I'd love to hear them. So thanks again guys, have a good one.